Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to put a second hard drive into your Mac. Now this will involve removing the optical drive or the CD drive, the DVD player, and putting a data doubler bracket, I have one here, there it is, in place of it. Now this will void your warranty just before I get through to starting this. Just so you know, this is for your guidance only. It's not official. If you do this, you do so at your own risk. I am not being held responsible for any errors or mistakes made on your part as a result of you watching this video. So without further ado, let's get started. Now when you flip your Mac over, you'll see 10 Phillips screws. The upper three, center left, center and extreme upper right screws are longer than the other screws, so you can start by removing those first and then remove the other 7. But remember where they go in their respective slots. This is what you'll be greeted with when you open the bottom cover. Now, first thing you want to do is disconnect the battery, which is located here. So let's go ahead and do that. Now what you want to do is disconnect these 3 ribbon cables in the middle here. Carefully prise them up. So let's do that. Now what you want to do is remove this screw here and this screw and this screw. So let's go ahead and do that. Once you've done that, carefully pull back on the ribbon cables so they're out of the way, and on this bracket here, this is very delicate because it serves as the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth properties. Pull back on that and prise up the optical drive or DVD drive, whatever you want to call it, and pull it free from the Mac. Once you've done that, this is what you'll be greeted with. Now you'll see the middle ribbon cable is missing. Well, it's not missing, it's actually still attached to the optical drive. So what we'll do is take this from the optical drive, carefully pull it off, you don't want to damage it, and also remove this connector bracket here with these 2 screws holding it on, and retain those screws, keep them because you'll need them for the next part of the process. Oh yeah, one thing I must mention is once you've taken out the hard drive, remove the 2 screws and retain them, these components here, retain them ready for the next part of the process. Now take the data doubler or mounting bracket and put the ribbon cable that you detached from the original hard drive onto this part of it. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now what you want to do is take the data doubler or mounting bracket and take 2 of the 4 thicker screws you removed from your old hard drive, i.e. this hard drive. We're going to be using this hard drive anyway because I don't have a second hard drive to hand, and install them, the screws that is, in these 2 slots here. Now when you get your data doubler, you'll have 2 thicker screws, as I mentioned earlier. I didn't have the 4 screws for my original hard drive, so I'm just using the 2 thicker screws. So what you want to do is carefully line up the connectors and then push the hard drive in nice and snug like that, and then using those two thicker screws secure the hard drive by putting those two screws into these two holes here, this one and this one. Now what you want to do is take these fixings or screws in this bracket and secure it to these two holes in the data doubler. So let's go ahead and do that. One thing I forgot to mention, you also want to remove this screw here. I'll just zoom in a bit. There. Once you've done that, take the makeshift ribbon cable and plug it back into the the new hard drive bay. And also, I've made a bit of a mistake here. This should be facing the other way round. This should be mounted the other way round, sorry. So I'll go ahead and do that and get back to you when I've done it. So I've corrected that. Now what you want to do is turn it as if you were facing it like that. Turn it 90 degrees like that, and carefully, very carefully, reinsert the bracket, or insert the bracket I should say, back into the position of the optical drive in the Mac, being careful not to pinch or trap any cables. There we go. Sorry about this. There, fits like a glove. Now, what you want to do is connect these three cables that you disconnected before. Just press them down. Don't need too much force. Now, what you want to do is secure the bracket with this screw. Sorry. With this screw in this screw hole here. So let's go ahead and do that. Now all that's left to do is put the bracket back in its place and then put all the screws back where they were originally. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, by the way, remember to reconnect the battery, which is here. Just press it in. There we go, and you can replace the bottom cover. All that's left to do now is to boot up your Mac and hope for the best. So here goes. Looks good so far. Don't forget, it will take a short while to wake up the first time after you've done the hardware modification, because you've changed the interior of the Mac, so it will take a short while to load up, but it will do eventually. There we go. Type in my password. And there we go. And that is how you change the optical drive to a hard drive on a MacBook Pro 13-inch. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped. Have a nice day. Thanks. Bye.